Hello, good morning mga katropa. Ayun mag-mission ng ginawa natin na pistol. Ang unahin natin yung mga katropa. Try natin kung ilang sniper. Sige.
That's an excellent point, though, that he has a better outside stroke and a more consistent, more efficient outside stroke than D. Wade was been coaching him in the sidelines. There are some analysts out there who are saying he's already the best Utah Jazz player. Let's hold our forces on that one. That's for another discussion. Maybe we can talk about that on NBA Hype soon enough. But let's talk about another great player, especially in that game number 2. Ang ating kababayan, Jordan Clarkson. That was an impressive showing in game number 2.
Honestly, you can see his three-point shot is totally making an impact on the game. As you can see that Donovan Mitchell controls the floor, but Jordan Clarkson's ability to add as a second offense scorer is amazing. 6 for 9 3-point field goals, and only in 26 minutes of the that's what you have to realize. He's so efficient in the limited minutes that he gets that any team should be wanting to get him on their roster. So.
All right. We know what he can do. We know what Gobert, the defensive player of the year, can do. We know what Donovan Mitchell has done in the playoffs so far. Lipat tayo sa kabila. Los Angeles Clippers. It would be foolish if we doubt them right now because of what happened in the previous series against the Dallas Mavericks. But the counterpoint, syempre, is this is the number 1 team that they're going up against. Pero PG and Kawhi, what do you expect from them in this game number 3? I'm sure you do expect them to be, the 2 big guys in this must-win situation for them. Tama ba, Camille?
Yes, but the thing is, I think they need to take control. You see a lot of Kawhi passing up shots, especially in the first game. That 3-point shot at the end, he could have easily taken over, and I think we're not seeing that Toronto Kawhi that we all know and love, and I think that they need to lead the team the way Donovan Mitchell does if they want to have any chance in the series.
Okay, I have to ask you, for game number 3, you have to make a bold prediction. Clippers, Utah Jazz, who takes it?
Save my draft for the Clippers. Because, okay, I'll give it to them. We had a great showing against Dallas. I thought it was a bag. I thought Dallas had it. But I think the thing with the Clippers is they realize a little late, but once they get there, once they get that fire in their butt to get going, that they can't be stopped. So I think they just need to get it together, work more efficiently, use the players that you have around you. You got some gritty,
Ulitan natin guys kasi sorry sa guys
use that against the players of Utah who may not be as athletic, as fast. They can capitalize on the players they have and use that to their advantage because their wings are, honestly, I think their wings are a lot stronger compared to the Utah Jazz.
Well, if PG and Kawhi are watching the show, Camille, let's remind them, do not ruin Camille's bracket, please, for the sake of her bracket. Camille Clarin, thank you for joining us this morning. I'll see you tonight for NBA Hype, so wait up for me.
Sure.
All right, take it easy. Now,
Thank you.
everybody watching, we know you guys can't get enough of the NBA, so catch more NBA action here on TV5 and on NBA TV Philippines. And here's a look at the schedule for tomorrow. And as we mentioned, the Utah Jazz will fly to Los Angeles to take on the Clippers for Game 3 of the Western Conference semifinals. That happens at 8:30 a.m. live on NBA TV Philippines. There will also be a delayed telecast of that game at 9 a.m. on TV5. You can head to NBA.com Philippines for more information and stories on the NBA playoffs, just like stories from Camille Clarin. And again, thank you to CC for joining us. It was a pleasure. Right now, Phoenix is ahead 66-57 over the Denver Nuggets in their own game number 3 series. In the meantime, when we return, Tough news for Gilas Pilipinas as Matt Nieto will sit out the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers and Olympic qualifying tournament due to a hand injury. How concerned is Program Director Tab Baldwin? We will find out after the break. You are watching The Game Weekend.
Swag sa action. Solid sa excitement. Pasok na pasok sa Pinoy. Di na mapipigilan ang pagsik ng NBA. NBA on TV5. Swag sa weekend mo. Sa NBA playoffs.
Hirap talaga guys kapag ganito yung ano, walang gawan. Ganito kasi. Kaya
Does it
huwag
take
kayo
to be
bumili
the
ng
ultimate
mura
P-pop
na artist.
idols?
Bumili na kayo ng mahal.
Ito yung kakayahan nila tubukan buwan. Dito rin makikita kung paano nila tutulungan at susuportan ng isa't isa sa bawat performance. Mga Pinoy, maparating na sa TV5.
We are back with you here on The Game Weekend. Now, as we mentioned earlier, some Gilas members won't be joining the upcoming tournaments due to injuries, unfortunately. Now, that includes Matt Nieto, Dave Ildefonso, and now Captain Ray Suerte. Matt suffered a broken hand. Dave sustained a deep bone bruise, while Ray is down due to a sprained ankle. Now, who is the next man up as the team suits up for the battle in the final window of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers next week? We're about to find out from National Team Program Director Tab Baldwin himself. Now, I personally love listening to Coach Tab. Seasoned veteran coach, has done everything already for us. Many championships, obviously with Ateneo, now the international stints. So let's listen to Coach Tab and find out what he has to say.
With a low average age, the members of the pool for Gilas Pilipinas men here inside the Kalamba training bubble, Program Director Tab Baldwin has had to do a lot of teaching. Luckily for him, he is surrounded by a bunch of able and experienced coaches who have made his job a lot easier.
Baldwin has formed many groups of coaches before, but due to the pandemic, it's highly unlikely that he has spent as much time with the coaching staff as much as he has with his current crop.
You can't do this level of work without passion. And I think that that's what we're blessed with. And to be perfectly honest, I think most coaches around the world are cursed with that same passion. So we find a lot of joy in the time that we spend together. We love looking at the basketball. We love helping our players. But the time commitment is significant, and the drain is can be pretty daunting at times. There's a lot of nights, I'm sure the other coaches go to bed really tired. I know I do, and we're looking for a pretty quick turnaround to 7 in the morning to get up for the next practice after finishing a meeting at 12 or 12:30 in the morning. But this is the job right now, and fortunate that we have passion for it. We don't feel like anybody's imposing it on us, and I think that's how the coaching profession really blesses its participants, is with a love of the game. If you don't have that, you really struggle to do what we're doing.
From the resumption of the FIBA competitions in late 2020, they've been a part of so many training bubbles that demanded hundreds, if not thousands of hours. And all this time has led to a special appreciation from Baldwin directed towards the entire group.
I'll start with somebody like Coach Alton. What an amazing advantage it is to have a guy like him with 17 years of NBA experience. He's been on NBA coaching staffs. He's worked with big men for I guess, almost 30 years now. And we get the benefit of all of that experience. And with, Ange, who's not your typical naturalized player. He's a very young player. We're not bringing in an NBA or a super experienced guy. Coach Sandro is our video guy. He breaks down hours and hours and hours of video. If you think the rest of the coaching staff puts a lot of hours in, Coach Sandro probably doubles that. And in doing that, as a very young coach, he's gaining invaluable experience for his coaching career.
Baldwin also has the advantage of being surrounded by 3 former PBA head coaches.
Coach Jong is really, the leader of the group in terms of the coaches. He directs a lot of the information that we're giving to the players. Coach is a great instinctive guy. He reads the players very well. He has a great relationship with the players. Coach Boyette serves really as almost an administrative assistant. Of course, we get all the advantage of his sideline coaching experience and all the practices that he's run. But he also really keeps the rest of the coaching staff organized. He keeps us in place. He keeps us on time. He keeps us focused on what the next job we have to do is.